Okay. Can y'all hear me, see me? I'm trying to look for faces. Anybody got their brave enough to have their video on this early Saturday morning? Stacy, we're good to get started? Okay. So welcome. This is our last week. Can you believe it? We made it 6 weeks. And I am actually out of town at my family's house, but wanted to be able to be live with you guys today just for a quick morning to talk about a topic that I think affects a lot of people, possibly you, but for sure someone that you know. So I hope that it's really helpful for you. We're going to go through some very specifics, and I want to share some testimonials, and we'll finish up with a lot of giveaways this morning. If you're on live, you deserve to win something today. It's been 6 weeks. It's a beautiful Saturday morning in June. There's so many reasons to not be here, but if you're here, I'm just thrilled. It's really encouraging to us to have you guys keep showing up and keep wanting to learn and digging in. And so I've got my assistant over here making a list of all of the things we're going to give away, and we'll do that here at the end, and I'll tell you how to do that. I'm also going to be putting up a link to a survey that I want to make sure that you guys fill out so we can continue to learn more and figure out the best ways to continue helping people moving forward. But today we're talking pain. We're going to talk 3 different types of pain this morning. We're going to talk chronic pain, physical pain. We're going to be talking emotional pain. And then we're going to get into a little bit of digestive pain, because I know that's a huge thing for a lot of people. So will you take a second and rate your pain? It's interesting. We have done 3 or 4 essential oil studies now within our team, where we've gathered 30 to 40 people that are brand new to doTERRA. Maybe we met you through one of those. And one of the topics that we study is pain. And I've learned a lot about pain interacting with some of these individuals. And so many of them don't necessarily even recognize that they're in pain anymore because they've been in pain for so long. And so I think it's important that we pause and take a moment to really evaluate ourselves, specifically chronic pain. When it becomes a daily part of your life, sometimes that's just how life feels. And it's important to know that your body wants to heal and it has the ability to heal. We have to figure out what's interfering with that healing. And so with that little piece of encouragement, I hope you'll take a second to rate yourself. Emotional pain, the heaviness is real, it says there. And that's so true. Sometimes when we're experiencing emotional pain, we get into this zone, into this tunnel. We don't even recognize kind of if we have good days or bad days. And then occasional pain. All of us have some good days and bad days, right? We're going to talk just about the occasional pain there. So this whole series, I hope that you've been feeling a theme come across really loud and clear from me specifically. I told you at the very beginning, I've named my team, all of you guys, all corporately together, the Essentially ADIO team. And I just want to step back to that for a minute and remind you that ADIO is an acronym that stands for above, down, inside, out. And it really is it's a chiropractic principle that believes that all healing comes from above, down, inside, out. I believe that God created us amazing. And I believe that our bodies are designed to heal, and our brain and our spinal cord run and control all of that messaging and all of that healing. And so if we can continue to work with our body systems, identifying what is at the cause of what is happening, we can see healing. And I believe this so profoundly because I worked in a chiropractic clinic for over 10 years who was focused on this principle, who was trained in corrective chiropractic care, different than relief care. And I saw people get well. I saw people who had been in chronic pain for decades see healing. I saw people reverse cancer. I saw children who weren't able to walk. I mean, I saw crazy, amazing things. And the only person that we could blame all that healing on was God, because of the way that he designed the body. So I want you to be considering that. Hopefully you are willing to consider adopting that principle in your life, because it's really transformed the way that we do healthcare in our home. And I've shared on different calls, and maybe this one, that my family, while this is not a bragging point for me, it's something that I love to share because I feel so blessed, but we haven't been in the clinic. We haven't been in the hospital in over 10 years. And we've been able to see essential oils as this amazing bridge for us in these healing processes to help us get there. We don't have medicine in our home. I don't have a medicine cabinet. I don't have a single over-the-counter prescription med in my home. And it's not because I'm just trying to tough it out or stuff all of this, all of the life that happens. We have been equipped with doTERRA tools and products, essential oils, to solve 95% of what's happening in everyday homes. And so pain is one of these areas. It's not like we never get hurt or we never hurt, but we have really adopted doTERRA's foundation of health and healing. Do you see that in the middle of your screen there? This is really important to understand as we talk about essential oils and how they help the body. Oils are not magic, and they will not replace healthy eating. They can't replace exercise or weight management. They will assist in helping you rest better and managing your stress, but that has to be an active role that you're playing in your health. And then really importantly, reducing our toxic load. We can't continue to buy all the products and all of the beauty care things that have all of these fragrances and toxic chemicals in them and expect our body to continue healing. That creates interference. And so this pyramid is really important for you going forward. We're going to continue to support you and invite you to all the things and answer questions and all of that. But this is kind of where we say we kind of pass the baton a little bit. It's time for you to identify in this pyramid, and you've been doing this over the last 6 weeks, I know, but identify which of these pillars, which of these foundational supports do I need to really hone in on? What is the most important for me right now? And then realizing and recognizing that doTERRA oils and products are designed around this pyramid and will fill in the gaps where you need the support. Reducing toxic load can be challenging, but doTERRA has made it so simple by swapping everyday products with what they already have. Eating right, challenging, right? doTERRA's lifelong vitality fills in the gaps of all of those areas that we may be missing. Exercise, number one on the struggle bus here. That's not something that I enjoy and that I do well at. But if I am going to work out and exercise, I want things that help my muscles recover quickly, that help me avoid getting injured or hurt, right? doTERRA has products that do that. So anyway, I don't want to keep going on, but I want you to see that. If you've never seen that pyramid before, it's really important. And then knowing there's a top of that pyramid, right? Informed self-care and proactive medical care. I am not telling you that you should never see a physician. Absolutely not. In fact, I hope that you find one that you love and trust and that will help guide you as you use the essential oils and encourages you towards natural. That's proactive medical care. But informed self-care is very important too, to make sure that we can avoid what typically comes up in our homes. Lots of times we can deal with it in our homes. So we've talked a lot about lifelong vitality this whole time. I want to only just touch on that for a minute in the sense of pain today. I want you to know that those vitamins are chock full of things that can help support your body with chronic pain, emotional pain, and occasional pain. Specifically chronic pain, the Alpha CRS, that third bottle of the Lifelong Vitality, it is meant to respond to oxidative stress in the body. Oxidative stress causes inflammation. Inflammation is the source of all pain and disease, right? Know that it's filled with calcium, magnesium, zinc, all of the vitamins in that vitamin VMZ part that helps your body function properly. And the omegas, the XE omegas, are specific for joint function and comfort. So especially as we age, we want things that are nourishing those parts of the body. Emotional pain, I would say that omega-3 fatty acids, the XE omega, is the most important part of that trio because it supports mental clarity and brain function. It provides that huge range of omega fatty acids that we need for the brain. Did you know your brain is mostly fat? It's mostly fat. So we have to feed it fat so that it can regenerate and heal. So if there is emotional support needs in your home, I hope that you'll consider getting good fats, not only in your diet through the avocados and the nuts and the oils and the things that are good for that, but also supplementing that area. And then you can see there, it protects against oxidation, supports healthy function of the brain, eyes, and nervous system. And then even for occasional pain, I noticed that one of the number one things as we study pain in our essential oil studies and what doTERRA has done with even some peer-reviewed studies with the lifelong vitality, people almost always report back less pain, less inflammation, that they're sleeping better, their digestive system is working better. all of those things are what we're talking about today. And I know that you'll see results through lifelong. If you've started lifelong vitality throughout this series, will you tell me that in the comments here? Pop down to the chat and tell me what you've been experiencing, because I want to know, and that will likely get you entered into the giveaways here at the end. We're going to have some other ways you can enter, but that would definitely be one that would get you an entry for sure. So we have to talk about pain medications. We have to talk about prescription drugs just for a minute here. I learned a lot about this in my work as a chiropractic office manager. If you aren't aware, over-the-counter and prescription pain medications are not safe. They're not safe for long-term use for sure. There's a lot of research that's proving how it disrupts the gut and how it can cause addictions, right? And man, there's a huge epidemic right now with people that are addicted to pain medications. And it's something that we need to take really seriously and not casually. So when you go to the cupboard and you're tempted to take something, know that it does have an effect on the body. It absolutely has an effect, and your liver has to process toxins, and livers become overwhelmed. You've maybe heard of a sluggish liver, overwhelmed liver, congested liver. Those are terms that are coming up more and more now. I'm hearing more and more talk about that, and it's because of the number one, the toxins that we're putting in our body through our products, and specifically medications. So anyway, there's some dangers listed there, but it's possible to get off your pain meds, and it's not going to be me that helps you do that. It's going to be your physician. It's going to be the doctor that you're working with, but find one that's willing to do that. I hear more and more there are doctors, physicians, nurse practitioners, there are people out there that want to help you get better and get off your meds, and there are ways to do that. And so I don't encourage you to go off anything cold turkey, but I'm telling you that there are people even on this call this morning, I know, that have gotten off medications for occasional pain, digestive pain, emotional pain, chronic pain, because they started implementing the lifelong vitality and essential oils into their routine while they were still on the meds. And then as their body continued to heal and they slowly were eliminating those, they find that when they're off of them, they actually feel better than they ever did on medications. Really amazing. Praise God, right? So those are some tips for weaning off pain meds. I want to give you that encouragement this morning. So we're going to talk about a few different areas. We're going to talk about joint pain this morning. We're going to talk about muscle pain, emotional pain, digestive pain, and then we've got to talk about head tension and migraines. It affects so many people, and there are so many amazing options in doTERRA. So we're going to jump into those individually. So if it feels like I'm going fast, it's just because we're going to talk about those all individually. You can screenshot all of these if you'd like. So specifically, joint pain. The number one product that I love for pain is turmeric. Do you hear about turmeric in the natural health world? A lot of people talking about that powdered spice. Really powerful for healing. But what you may not know is that turmeric powder, the spice, is very hard to absorb. And so doTERRA and their research team and their chemists and biologists, they have an entire medical professional team, medical advisory panel that works together to determine what products can be most beneficial, have actually worked with some turmeric dual chamber capsules for over 3 years, developing them to figure out how can we create a combination of the powder, which we know is so important, the spice, and the essential oil, turmeric essential oil. And how can we make sure that it's absorbable, that our bodies are actually taking in and using what it needs? And so they've created this, and studies in their tests are showing that it is 11 times more potent, more absorbable than just taking either on its own. That means like 1100% more absorbable. That's really, really amazing. This has been a super fun supplement to share with people, especially ones that are a little skeptical of essential oils or maybe have tried other things and just haven't seen results. They're incredibly anti-inflammatory, very powerful. I actually was taking 2 every day for even just some immune support over the last week, as my body has been fighting something a little bit, because I know that inflammation in my airways, in my lungs, in my digestive tract, all of those places can cause the immune system to falter a little bit. And so I wanted support there. I think y'all know about the deep blue rub. This isn't any secret. We don't keep this one. This is not a secret in doTERRA that this is an amazing oil blend in a really nice, smooth, creamy lotion that absorbs really well. It is incredibly pain relieving and it's fast acting. So if you need something that is going to just kind of give you some more immediate relief within a few minutes, Deep Blue Rub is what I'd recommend. But you may not be familiar that the Deep Blue polyphenols is part of that grouping of products. The Deep Blue polyphenols does not have any deep blue essential oil in them, but a lot of the anti-inflammatories that we are aware of. So a lot of that curcumin that comes from the turmeric spice, frankincense resin, and so many other things. The Deep Blue polyphenols are what have replaced any kind of over-the-counter, anything pain relieving meds in our home. So if we're really struggling, if we woke up and we've just got like a massive kink in our neck or low back, or we've worked out hard, or we've had a hard day of being outside, or whatever, we take 2 turmeric dual caps, 2 Deep Blue polyphenols, and then we'll apply Deep Blue Rub. So those are things that you have to consider for sure. Over on the right side, you're going to see as we go along the Symphony of the Cells application ideas. We've talked a little bit about Symphony of Cells. I can't remember how much we've explained it, but Boyd Truman is a mentor to us in doTERRA. He's been using oils for over 30 years and is a genius because of the time he has spent studying the chemistry of the oils, the science of the essential oils, and how they respond to the body systems. So if you're not a sciencey person, then you will appreciate just having someone who is and will tell you exactly what to do, where to apply the oils, what oils to apply, and in what order. If you love the science, you'll also love this because you will know that this application is designed on the science. So what oils are the most anti-inflammatory? Which ones help the body heal from inflammation and recover? It would be the ones listed in the inflammatory application from the Symphony of Cells. So you see it's all blurred out here. You're like, come on, Melissa, that's not helpful. I am not legally allowed to give you those protocols because it's in a book that you can purchase for about $13, very affordable. And it's something that you'll use constantly, but you can see there's 10 steps. So there's 10 oils that you're applying one after another on the spine and the feet. And we use this protocol. We just gave some this weekend to some people that were experiencing essential oils for the first time. It's really, really exciting to see how they respond after that. So anyway, I want you to consider that application. If this is something that's more chronic for you, you would likely apply this application up to 3 times a week. Muscle pain, you'll see some of those same products here. Muscles and joints typically go together, but one oil that I want you to not leave this series without knowing about is copaiba or copaiba. I suppose it depends on if you're from the Brazilian Amazon forest. Copaiba is sourced out of Brazil. And it is an amazing anti-inflammatory. In fact, my Essential Life book tells me that copaiba is the most anti-inflammatory substance on earth. Hello, super important for this topic, right? Copaiba comes in the pure 15 ml essential oil, and it's amazing to use topically. We like to even drop a drop under our tongue. But in the soft gel, it's super convenient. They've taken 2 drops of that copaiba essential oil, placed it in a convenient, easily swallowed soft gel. And these are safe enough to give children. I give my 8-year-old these for an immune support along with the On Guard Plus soft gel during the winter when she's going to school. So copaiba is really important. You might have heard of CBD oil. That's a conversation right in this topic. There's so much to know about that. Just know that the CBD industry is also not regulated, just like the essential oil industry. It's really, really hard to know what you're getting. And so much of it now, because it's been such a popular topic and a popular product, is being picked up all over from companies that don't care about purity. I promise you. If copaiba could be sourced in the way that doTERRA sources their essential oil, certified great, then doTERRA would source doTERRA would source CBD, what they've told us. But they have not found a way to actually find pure CBD way that can be trusted. So that's really important to know.
I'm not gonna drive it here.
There we go. That's really important to know, especially if you're using that regularly. You want to find a product and a brand and a company that you can trust, just like the way we choose doTERRA, right? So, but anyway, my point in bringing this up is copaiba interacts with the endocannabinoid system in the same way that CBD does. And so you can have a totally safe anti-inflammatory, calming to the brain and nervous system response with copaiba. That's really, really exciting. We've seen some insane results with copaiba in our groups, in our teams. So if you are a part of the Facebook group, the Living Drop Collective on Facebook, search copaiba. It will be fun to read through all those testimonials that people have shared. And then my little hidden secret here is marjoram. M for marjoram, N for muscles. That's what you want to remember. I love marjoram for muscles, specifically your lungs. When you have any kind of coughing fits or anything like that, marjoram is my favorite for coughing. Marjoram for muscles. So many muscles in our body, right? Oops, did you guys catch the Symphony of Cells there? Well, when I've got so many things up on my screen. I also would recommend the inflammatory there for that system. Emotional pain. I have a friend named Deb, and she normally teaches this class with me. She has experienced a lot of life. She's lost a 10-month-old grandson. They've had a lot of challenge in their life, and she just shares so beautifully how the essential oils have really supported her in her processing. And so she would tell you that all of these oils have been really profound for her. I can't encourage you enough to have a diffuser. If you need the emotional support on a regular basis, then you really should be diffusing every day. My mom used to tell me, I know she still feels this way. She has her diffuser running all the time, every day in her home. If you walk in, something will be diffusing. And she calls her diffuser a friend that stays as long as you want, right? And I think that's really powerful to consider, is the way that the oils can interact with your brain, that can be as encouraging to your emotional system as a friend can be. And so I love to diffuse oils, man. I really haven't found a blend that I don't like. And I'm typically the kind of just like, let's try this. And I can tell you, you can be that way with your oils. Dawn says she's emotionally hooked. I love it. But frankincense is the king of oils. We know that, right? And the way that it interacts with the brain is really, really powerful. There's a lot of research now that's showing that frankincense actually crosses the blood-brain barrier. There's a lot of things, specifically medications, that are not able to do that in our world. And because of the lipophilic, the fat soluble, the tiny molecular structure of essential oils, specifically frankincense, we're finding that it does. And so, man, I want to get that oil as close to the brain as possible, right? So we take a drop of frankincense on our thumb and push it right to that soft palate on our mouth, especially if you're dealing with very intense moments of emotional need. Maybe you are having an anxiety attack. Maybe you're feeling bouts of depression or anxiety. That's what I would do. And you can apply that every 30 minutes if needed, until you feel like your emotions are settling down a little bit. And you feel like you're back in control. Frankincense essential oil. We talked a lot about the emotional oils in a couple of weeks ago in the sleep, stress, and emotions. So you learned about balance, has frankincense in it, serenity, citrus bliss, elevation, and then adaptive. So those are the ones I'd go back to. Those are the ones that we hear time and time again have been the most supportive. And so I think those are the ones you should consider. The Volo diffuser is my favorite. That's what you see here. It's just gorgeous. But doTERRA has so many diffusers now, you really can't go wrong. What you may not know about the Symphony of Cells is there's actually a forgiveness application. Maybe Dawn will be willing to share in the comments, but she has shared recently on how that's been a powerful application when she experienced just a challenging situation amongst a peer of hers, and her husband applied the forgiveness application. So important that we're telling the brain we want to forgive. Help us to forgive, right? And so those are oils that help release all of those stored up emotions. You see the first two applications, step 1 and step 2, you actually apply over your heart and your liver. That's where you store a lot of those feelings, a lot of those emotions. Really interesting and amazing. Digestive pain. I hope that Miss Courtney, who is on this call, shares a little bit in the comments. She has dealt with digestive pain for years, and she understands the principle of above, down, inside out. I met her through chiropractic, actually, and has done so many things and has seen healing through those types of methods. But it really wasn't until we introduced doTERRA into her world that she finally started feeling some consistent relief. And that has been through the Terrazyme and the PB Assist, through those digestive enzymes and the probiotics that have helped heal the inner lining of her gut. I was explaining this yesterday to a girl or maybe it was a couple of days ago, but if you don't have a probiotic that is double encapsulated, that is actually not breaking open until it gets into the lower GI where most of the digestive issues lie, then you're wasting your money on a probiotic because it's likely dying in the stomach acid. So make sure that you are taking a probiotic that can get all the way to the bottom. And if you're not doing digestive enzymes and you're over the age of 27, you don't know what it's like to really digest and absorb your food. I can promise you. You're hearing all of the background noise. We are working through every toy in the garage apparently right now. So my 5-year-old, it's a beautiful day out. And then digest Zen oil. We say the oils are not magic, except this one is, right? This one works so fast. A drop under your tongue, you can feel relief within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but topically works the same way. doTERRA has made a very gentle blend in the realm of Digest Zen with Tamer. So that is safe for infants. I used it on my baby when she was just weeks old. And then one thing, when I'm talking about getting oils into the lower GI, that's the whole design behind the peppermint soft gels. If you're not familiar, doTERRA has created an enteric coated soft gel that basically has a coating on the soft gel that won't dissolve, won't release until it gets into the lower GI. So if you have really severe digestive discomfort, talking like Crohn's or ulcerative colitis, those are deep GI issues. You need peppermint essential oil and essential oils to get deep in that tract. You need soft gels or capsules that won't release until they get down there. And that's what the peppermint soft gels were designed. Another one that had been researched and studied for a long time until they found the perfect setup. And I think you'll like that. doTERRA actually has a digestive application. I hope my mom's going to be okay with me sharing this, but she's just going to have to be. But this is an application we applied really early on in our essential oil learning. She has dealt with some digestive needs for a long time. And I applied that application when she was visiting me in Sioux Falls. And then she left to go back home. It's about an 1.5-hour drive. And she actually had to stop halfway on that drive to use the restroom at a rest stop because of the way it was finally moving things through her system in a good way. It needed to happen. And so that was like 40 minutes, 45 minutes until she saw the relief that she was looking for. That's really fast. That's really amazing. And so that's all we had done is applied those 10 steps, one after the other, layered on her spine and feet. And she was able to see those results. So that last category is the head tension and migraines. I just was chatting with a friend of mine. She's an educator. She has an 8-year-old girl that she is trying to support. Her mom had reached out. She's having migraines. 8-year-old girl having migraines. She's missing school and all the things. Number one, I want to say that's not normal. I don't care how many people you know that have headaches and migraines. It is not normal. It's not normal for the body to respond that way. It may be very common, but it's not normal. The body is sending a signal that something is wrong. And we have to continue to figure out what is interfering with the healing system. And so I've even had people tell me that it's normal. It's not normal because that will leave you in that place of hurt forever because you won't continue to search for solutions if you think it's normal. So I have to just continue to tell you that. There are so many things that help eliminate tension in the body, that help eliminate interference, and lifelong vitality is absolutely one of them. If you are nutritionally, is that a word? Nutrient deficient, your body will continue to send signals until it has what it needs to heal, until it has what it needs to get well. So children at 8 years old can take a tiny dose of the lifelong vitality. My daughter takes 1 capsule a day. That's a quarter of a dose at 8, almost 9 years old. And sometimes she jumps back to the kids' supplements because she wants to take the PBSS Junior or whatever. They can easily rotate back and forth. But I just want you to know that it's safe for children to do that. But making sure that they're getting that nutrition in their diet. I would encourage you towards the greens powder and the fiber and the protein. Those are all new products from doTERRA for your children, but specifically you if you're not getting those in your diet. And then these are the oils that are anti-inflammatory, that help increase circulation, that help decrease tension. Really important for you to consider there. So there's your turmeric and your copaiba, the frankincense that we talked about. Eucalyptus, a lot of times it's an airway issue for people where they're getting sinus headaches. Eucalyptus is amazing at opening up airways and eliminating tension. Past tense is a miracle roller. That's pure oil in that 10 mil roller ball. And it has oils like wintergreen, which has an aspirin-like effect in the body, peppermint, which is cooling, Roman chamomile, and even cilantro, which is a heavy metal detoxifier. Really, really great for the body. Black pepper, I know, is a favorite of Stacy's for this. Maybe she'll share. Oh, maybe she already is. I see you guys are chatting through the chat and I'm not looking today. And then you've got those deep blue polyphenols. There is an application in the Symphony of Cells called Chi application. It's an anti-inflammatory one that would be similar to the inflammatory protocol, but specific for pain. Chi is the one that I would recommend. There's 10 steps there. I love that you guys are chatting digestive results for, yeah, so many of you have had amazing results with doTERRA products. And that's why y'all are educators now. You can't help yourself from sharing with people, right? I want to go back. Michelle said she struggled with digestive health issues for 6 years, and then removing gluten was really important for her. And now she's taking Lifelong Vitality, Terrazyme, and then Digestin when needed. I love that it's gotten less since LLV and Terrazyme, that you've needed Digestin less. I think that's really, really important. That's different than the way a medication's responding in the body, right? You're seeking healing and needing those supports less and less. That's really, really cool. I have a friend who this was her story too, massive digestive, saw a lot of physicians, was losing weight like crazy, couldn't keep weight on. She's just a young girl in her 20s. And Digestin was an oil she found and loved, changed her life. She was using it multiple times a day, 4 or 5 times a day. And I just ran into her about a year ago and I asked her what she was using. And she's like, honestly, I hardly ever use Digestin anymore. I'm like, she's like, I feel so bad. It's like we broke up, but I don't need it. I don't need it as much anymore. Everything has just healed so amazing. So that's cool. Here's a little daily supplement tracker that I had my friend Deb fill out. What she's taking daily, just to kind of give you an idea. Some people say, oh my goodness, Melissa, that's a lot of supplements. That's a lot of pills. And I'm going to tell you, you're either going to take them now and you're going to take them to support your body's healing and support the body systems, or you're going to take them later in prescription form to just stay alive, right? To ease all of the problems that are going to occur if you don't take your health seriously right now. So I'd rather swallow capsules, and I can't even swallow them very well, but I'd rather take them now than take a bunch later to try to recover my health. So there is a saying that when you have your health, you have 1,000 dreams. And when you don't, you have one. Right? The dream to get better. And so that's really powerful and has motivated me to continue doing good things that increase health and healing in my body. Deb has this quote down here: doTERRA has given me the freedom to explore new options in healthcare and explore who I am as a person. That's kind of cool. I love that. All right. We're almost done. And then we're going to do a bunch of giveaways. So I'm going to go through the next few slides, just kind of closing up, helping you understand kind of what's next for everybody. Will you take a few minutes? Some of you have already been doing this, and go through the comments, go down to the chat box and tell me what week of the Continuing Ed series you love the most, or tell me a testimonial of you using the oils or products over the last few weeks or since you began with doTERRA. Tell me just an amazing story of what you've loved or what has been helping. Or tell me about starting the loyalty rewards program. If you have, tell me what you got free this month or last month, or what you've been ordering or what you've been loving. Any kind of just positive feedback testimonial will get you entered. We have a whole list of stuff we're giving away today. The deep blue oil, the Symphony of Cells book. That's cool. So everything I've been talking about today, a DIY bug spray, a beautiful perfume roller, a 5 milliliter of lemon. So a little small lemon bottle you can throw in your purse and carry around with you, put in your water, and then a spearmint oil. I also have doTERRA toothpaste and doTERRA On Guard floss that I want to give away. And I have a pink pepper essential oil, which we didn't get to talk about in this class, but that's actually an oil that my grandmother, who's in her 80s, is using for pain, chronic pain. And that's really powerful in the way it's anti-inflammatory, the way it responds in the body. So I want to finish up here while you're doing that. So don't be shy. Jump into the comments and throw all of your thoughts there so we can, I'm going to randomly kind of scroll through the whole day, and we're going to pick winners for that when I'm done here. But here's our goals. This is hashtag goals. As we finish up this series, I really hope that you're using your oils. I hope you love your oils. I hope that you feel like, wow, I didn't realize what I have at my fingertips. I didn't realize what doTERRA had to offer. And I'm really motivated to start exploring natural solutions. I just chatted. I see Abby made a comment here. Abby texted me last week and was like, I am loving what I've gotten so far. She placed her first loyalty rewards order. And she's like, I'm really motivated to start swapping out natural products. And that just like makes my heart swell. It's really, really exciting to think of her as a young mama being so empowered to start figuring this stuff out at her age and with her daughter, and be able to teach her the way that we understand how the body works and functions. And she is in an OT and working with other children that need that support too. So really, really exciting there. But there is a next level for some of you. You're going to be compelled to share your oils. And I hope that you do. I hope you find some people in your life that just need you to say, here, try this. Maybe it's your past tense roller that you've gotten relief from your tension. Maybe it's your turmeric duo caps. Maybe it's your deep blue rub. Maybe it's just your lavender oil or the balance or something when you know someone is it's just in a really tough season. Man, I love gifting oils to people that are in a tough season because it feels like there's so little we can do to help them, but really there is so much in the way that we can support their bodies through the very simple tools of doTERRA. Some of you are going to be compelled to teach others. I hope that you are. I hope that some of you are considering sharing doTERRA and earning a little bit back to pay for your oils or maybe even more. I want to jump into that for just a few minutes before we finish, so that you can understand what it looks like and the joy that's really for us. You see so many of the educators just like blasting everything into the chat. We can't help ourselves. It's really a joy to share oils with you. It's a joy to share oils with others. Most of our team chooses to jump into the wellness lifestyle. They're encouraged to eliminate toxins in their homes, medications, get better, start healing. Some of you want to share to get your products paid for. And there's a few of you that want to earn an income with doTERRA and make an impact. So let me just show you quickly what the difference is. A wholesale customer is typically how people get started in doTERRA, and that means you're getting a 25% discount. That means you get to participate on the loyalty rewards program. You get the free product of the month. Anybody know what that is this month? Wild orange, totally free if you spend $125 on the loyalty rewards program. And then you get everything you spend in shipping back in points. You know those are all your perks, right? As a wholesale customer. Did you know all those perks are the same as a wellness advocate? You're getting your discount. You can participate in the loyalty rewards program. But doTERRA, once you're a wellness advocate, there's no cost to become a wellness advocate. You get your own website where you can share doTERRA as a business with others. And you get to start being paid a bonus and compensation when you share doTERRA with others. You'll have a back office where you can see who's ordered and what they're ordering and continue to support them that way. So that's really the only difference between a wholesale customer and a wellness advocate. So if you're wondering, could this work for me? Then you get to be a part of this crazy crew. I like that picture, even though I look like a weirdo there, but it just really shows we have a lot of fun in our businesses. We try to have a lot of fun. And we are passionate about oils. We love people, and we're all just following a system and committing to getting things done every week. And so if that's something that you feel like that could work for you, that's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. This date is not accurate. I realized I didn't get that switched right before here, but this is the next step, is to let us know that maybe you are a sharer. Maybe you're interested in sharing enough to get your essential oils paid for. Maybe you want to actually build a business with doTERRA. We want to help you do that. We want to link arms with you. There's actually a program that's going to start next week that is going to help incentivize someone who's brand new to doTERRA and give them a $400 bonus for building their business strategically over the next 6 weeks. And they can earn a trip out to doTERRA corporate, to their headquarters in Provo, Utah, and actually see the entire campus where they bring in the oils, where they bottle them, where they test them, where all the chemists work, and putting together the blends and making sure that they're effective and all of that. So anyway, that's pretty exciting. They're going to pay for their flight out there, pay for their lodging. So if that's something you're like, oh my goodness, I would kill to have an experience like that. They're going to do more of those. And so we just need to get you talking and learning about the business end of it and help you move that direction. And after all of this, you're like, that's never going to be for me. That's totally okay. We're going to love you the exact same way. So doTERRA pays us the same, no matter if you're an advocate or a customer, you're not going to receive pressure from us. But we do feel like it's just really important for us to share that opportunity because we're all really grateful that someone shared that with us. So, all right, was that my last slide? So anyway, that March date is obviously past. I'm going to have another business made easy presentation. It's something that I'm going to be teaching for about 40 minutes, just really help you understand the compensation plan. We'll dive in pretty deep and answer all of your questions. I mean, I'm an open book. So if you want to know what I'm doing on a day-to-day in the business, if you want to know what I'm getting paid, I mean, I don't know what you want to know, but I can share all of that with you in that class. We're going to be sending out some information on that in the next couple of weeks. Just make sure that you told the person who invited you to this series that you're interested in that. The last thing that I want to do is give you a survey before I draw the winners here that I want you to fill out for me. So this survey, let's see, there it is. Haha. This survey is put together to really help us understand what you loved about doTERRA's 6-week continuing ed series that we put together for you. What topics were the most important? It helps us determine if you have lingering questions or what the next step is for you, how we can help support you moving forward. It's so important. I would love for you to fill that out. It would really encourage us and help us moving forward. So if you would fill that out or save that, copy it into your phone, pull it up in a browser so that you can go back to it. It actually will only take you a couple minutes, but I'm going to flip through and draw these winners here. Do we have a pen so I can write this down? Where did that pen go? There it is. All right, I am going to save this chat too because I want to go back through and actually read them all. But the first one my finger lands on is Renee. She said digestion has worked great for her stomach as well. So Renee is Courtney's mama. I love that. She shared with you. And I'm glad you're seeing results there. I am sending you a deep blue oil. So thrilled that you were with us during this series. All right, next. Hattie. Hattie says, I have shampoo and conditioner coming. Yay! Good job. And some other products to share with my coworker to help with her migraines. I'm so excited for you to share with her, and I hope that she gets results. That'll be really exciting. So you are getting our Symphony of Cells book. You'll love that. You'll love that. All right. You guys can still keep throwing in your comments if you haven't. So many of these are my educators, and I know they would just love to give away their products. Anybody else want to throw something in there? Roseanne Tim says she loves digestion. So that is a winner. So recently doTERRA has reformulated their digestion. It doesn't smell quite so black licorice-y or taste that way. And so likely a lot of you got the new formulation. Ours, the old one works just as well, but smells pretty black licorice-like. It has really helped your stomach. I love that. So you are getting a DIY bug spray, Roseanne. And so that will be super perfect timing, right? I better write down who's actually getting that. So Roseanne, Patty, and Renee. All right, who else? Maybe I can just find out who else has commented here. Sarah says she's used the Breathe Roller. That's free this month. Did you see that? A 100 PV LRP order will get you a Breathe Roller. And if you bump it up to 125, then they'll add the Wild Orange if you order before the 15th. And all the way up to 200, then you're going to get a Breathe Oil, a peppermint oil, the Breathe Drops. So amazing. They actually have a little bit of Melissa essential oil in there, which is highly antiviral. Really, really important to have in the back of your throat. I love those, especially I know some of my customers use it right before they go out for a run. They pop one of those in to help increase airflow and just help them feel like they're not dying quite as fast. Anyway, I'm kind of diverting here, but she said she's using the Breathe Roller and some internal oils to get over her cold faster. She only felt crappy for 24 hours. That's amazing. Not the 24-hour part. That was terrible, right? But that you can recover so quickly. I'm proud of you. Sarah, you are getting the beautiful perfume roller. Yay. All right. Who else do we have here? Gail. Hi, Gail. She said the LLV and the phytoestrogen has been a great go-to for her. Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I have a 5 milliliter of lemon for you, Gail, that we'll be sending out. I'm sure you will love that in your water if you're not already doing that. Otherwise, it makes a great cleaner, great booby gone. Kayla Casey is excited about the new digestion. Yes. If you do not like the old formula, what I would encourage you to do is just add some more peppermint to it. That's, I feel like, the difference. There's definitely more of a pepperminty smell to this one. I think that would help you if you aren't a big fan of the last one. But Kayla, I have a spearmint oil, which is actually really great for digestion. Maybe you will add that. Add your new spearmint that's being sent to you to your digestion. That will make it smell so amazing. That's actually what's in that tummy tamer roller for little kiddos. They've used spearmint in there, and I think that's why I like the smell so much more. Okay, and then we've got the toothpaste. We're almost done. Toothpaste and floss, and then the pink pepper. Do we have 2 more here that have commented that I have not chosen yet? Abby. Abby uses her diffuser friend every day. Done. She liked your ideas. Toothpaste and floss. I know you love the toothpaste, so I'm sending you some of that. And who else? Did I miss one? Shout out to me. Who did I miss? Anybody? Did I miss someone that's on here as a customer? Who has commented?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen anything from anyone else. Jessica, you said wonderful and good morning. Bet you didn't know that was going to get you a little pink pepper in the mail, did you? I hope that you're still on and you got to hear that. But Jessica got a bottle of pink pepper essential oil that is so fun in the diffuser, but it's a great anti-inflammatory. We'll get you some ideas on how to use that. It's coming out to you. Okay, yay. Roseanne won something. Roseanne is getting the DIY bug spray, so that will come to her. Any other questions? Anything else you want to chat about? We did pretty good. It's 10:03, and now it's time for you to go and enjoy this beautiful weekend and weather. So thrilled to have had the chance to see you guys for the last 6 weeks to help teach you, answer your questions. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I hope you feel empowered and encouraged. We love y'all. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.